Why do you build me up? Buttercup, baby, just to let me down and mess me around, and the worst of all.
Today I will be reviewing Disco at Adventuredome inside the Circus Hotel on the Las Vegas Strip. Now, I got to ride this thing this past Christmas break, and so today I thought I'd give my overall thoughts on it and review it and point out some various differences I saw on this thing compared to the RCT3 version. I'm going to be making a lot of comparisons with this to the RCT3 version in this video, just so you know. And so, anyways, before I get started on this review, let me just say, this is a fun ride, man. And so, anyways, let's just get started and get ready for a positive one. How Disco works is the ride goes back and forth while swinging both counterclockwise and clockwise. So for the first half of the ride, it spins clockwise, and then in the middle, it switches gears, and now you are spinning counterclockwise for the remainder of the ride. And I think that's pretty cool. And while the RCT3 version of Disco does only one direction, and that's clockwise. And yeah, that's one difference I noticed between Adventuredome's Disco and the RCT3 Disco. Another interesting thing about this ride that I want to talk about, and it's worth talking about too, is the restraints. And the restraints work in such a unique way, and you'll find out why once I get to talking about them. But first, I want to talk about actually boarding this thing. So you go to sit down, right? And once everybody else sits down, the ride ops do the countdown, and then the restraints go down automatically. And you're probably thinking, Gabriel, we've seen this on plenty of other rides. Why are you pointing this out now? Well, there's something unique I found about those restraints that's worth talking about. So the restraints actually go on your rear part of your body instead of the front part of your body. And that felt really good on my back when I rode Disco. In fact, it's the number 2 restraint I've ever seen on any ride in my lifetime. The number 1 restraint I've seen on any ride belongs to El Loco, but Disco's restraints are at the number 2 spot. Meanwhile, the RCT3 version has just lap bars that come down automatically, but this one has restraints that go up on your rear part of your body, and that just felt so good on my back. And yeah, another thing I want to discuss, and I found this kind of cute about the ride, and it happens throughout the ride experience too. They play clips from all sorts of disco songs while you're riding it, and I think that is very cute, and it goes along with the name of the ride very perfectly because it's called Disco, and they play clips from disco songs while you ride it. And yeah, and so overall, I thought Disco was a very fun ride. It was my first ever Zamperla Disco, so it has a very special place in my heart. And my favorite parts were when we were going up to the top, and I loved the lighting package too on that thing. It looked so good. And yeah, so anyways, I'd rate Disco a 10 out of 10. It was one of the best flat rides I've ever been on. And so, yeah, that concludes my review of Disco at Adventuredome, located inside the Circus Hotel on the Las Vegas Strip. Reply to me your thoughts on this video, your thoughts on this flat ride if you've been on it, and I will see you in the next.